Imagine unlocking a hidden power within you, capable of turning your dreams into reality. This video delves into Neville Goddard's insights on awakening the consciousness of the self to achieve your aspirations and alter your surroundings. Discover how your imagination and awareness are the master keys to a radically different life. Prepare for an enlightening video that will guide you towards understanding how your thoughts shape your reality and how this knowledge can be harnessed to achieve your goals while deeply discovering yourself. In this journey of discovery, we will unveil the mysteries surrounding the power of faith, persistence, and the revision of your thoughts, aiming to equip you with the tools to craft the existence you truly desire. Therefore, I invite you not to miss this opportunity and to watch the entire video. Embrace this knowledge with an open heart and mind, and absorb all that has been prepared to foster your growth and expand your consciousness. I encourage you to comment, "I am a magnet for abundance and prosperity, attracting endless wealth and opportunities." Also, share your experiences in the manifestation process. Diving into the content, if you embrace your desire and live as if it were already a reality, nothing can hinder its materialization. The concepts of consciousness and the I Am are cornerstones in Neville's teachings. The human imagination, wonderful in its essence, is the manifestation of divine creative power within you. It is your redeemer. If you are thirsty, water is your salvation. If you seek employment, a job is your redemption. Your imagination is the liberating force from any present situation. Through it, you can materialize the desires of your heart. There are no limits to what your imagination can conceive and achieve. For instance, if you are unable to walk and use a wheelchair, close your eyes and imagine yourself running along the seashore. If you persist in this visualization until it feels real, you will achieve the healing that will enable you to walk. The method to use your imagination creatively involves relaxing and closing your eyes. First, define what you wish to experience. Then, visualize the desired outcome while in a relaxed state. There's no need to worry about how. Your imagination will find the way. What you visualize in your mind is an immediate creative act, though its manifestation in the physical world may take time. After visualizing, continue with your daily life with the conviction that what you imagined will materialize. Ensure you feel truly immersed in the action during visualization, engaging all your senses. It's not merely a dream, you must live it as if you were already there. To illustrate, imagine what it would be like to drive a new car after manifesting it. Feel the seat, smell the new car scent, enjoy the drive and the joy of having achieved your dream. What you live in your imagination is a real act that will eventually manifest in the physical world. After planting the seed of imagination, trust that it will sprout at the right moment. Your imagination will attract everything necessary to turn your dream into reality. If others are needed to fulfill your desire, your imagination will bring them into your path. It is your duty to remain faithful to your imaginative act until it materializes. You may repeat your imaginative act every night until it feels natural upon falling asleep. Your imagination will find a way to fulfill your dream. Persist in your visualization until it becomes reality. You need do nothing more. Remember, it is God who works through you, and He knows the way forward. If you think about your desire during the day, give thanks as if it had already been fulfilled, because in essence, it has. Dream without limits, nothing is impossible. This statement can be interpreted in two ways, both correct. It means you can achieve anything you desire. It also implies that emptiness is impossible. Everything we perceive or are aware of in some way is something. It's inconceivable that something can come from nothing or turn into nothing. Nature abhors a vacuum and always fills it with something. A force or power has created everything that exists. Furthermore, you will understand that you can conquer all you desire because nothing is impossible for the creative power residing in you. You can be and have everything you wish for, regardless of current circumstances. The principle you've unconsciously used to create undesirable conditions in your life can be consciously applied to realize each of your dreams. Creation is complete and good. God created the earth and all that dwells within, and saw that it was good. Over the centuries, humans have misunderstood these words. If truly understood, there would be no room for confusion or anxiety about the past, present, or future. This understanding would allow humans to realize that only they control their actions and the circumstances of their life, as God has granted us the freedom to choose. God does not predetermine your fate nor punish you for mistakes. Just as a person can err in a mathematical calculation and suffer the consequences, it is not mathematics that punishes, but its incorrect application. God has given you total freedom of choice. This truth becomes evident when you understand that you are an expression of God in human form and begin to use this power for noble purposes, for yourself and others. Most people are unaware that their thoughts, beliefs, and imagination have created their individual worlds. There is no other cause for the conditions of your life. You may choose not to believe this, but whether you believe it or not, everything you experience in the outer world was first conceived in your own consciousness. What you think with emotion, what you consider true, and what you imagine being or having, is the cause of everything in your personal world. You may think there are other causes, you may blame others for your problems, you may believe that events are the product of fate or chance. However, if you objectively examine your own beliefs and thought patterns, you will discover that your world is an exact reflection of what you consider true about yourself and others. There is nothing and no one to change, except the ideas you hold about yourself. Every belief we adopt as truth will manifest in our external surroundings. The ultimate reality is our consciousness. Sometimes, individuals feel their prayers are unanswered by God due to a perceived lack of worthiness. It's vital to learn to focus on what is yet to manifest to grant it to oneself. Prayers are always answered, as one receives according to their beliefs. The law governing prayer operates impersonally. Belief is the essential requirement for the fulfillment of a desire. It's not the pleas or rituals that bring your desires to fruition, but the belief in possessing or being what you long for. Faith forms the foundation of what is hoped for, the evidence of what is not seen. Fully grasping this concept is crucial. With this understanding, achieving goals becomes an unobstructed task. The general belief is that everything is possible for God, and He could grant anything if He so chose. Thus, people trust in God and pray for their desires. If the request is unmet, it's thought that the prayer was insufficient or that God chose not to respond. However, faith is the tangible reality of what is hoped for. It is the assurance of what is desired but not yet visible. What you aim to be or have already exists, therefore, it is a reality. It is feasible to draw any element of creation into your reality by believing you already possess it. The belief that what is desired is a fact is the vehicle for manifesting the unseen. This state then materializes in your tangible reality. Creation is already complete. God has not created anything that doesn't already exist. Faith and the belief in possessing or being what is desired are the sole means to manifest your aspirations. Only the failure to assume possession of what is desired imposes limitations. The law of correspondence, or cause and effect, operates impersonally and allows for the attraction of anything conceivable, given that creation is whole. All possible states already exist. Identifying with a state, imagining and accepting what you would feel inhabiting it, projects that state into reality. This law is immutable and always reflects in your tangible reality the accurate reflection of any belief accepted as true. To transform your world, you must change your beliefs, for consciousness is the sole cause. It's not possible to attribute the responsibility for your current life conditions to others. Neither fate nor luck are the causes of your experiences. Only a change in your consciousness can alter the course of your life. What occurs in your reality, though it may seem fixed and immutable, is merely the reflection of your consciousness's prior activity. Therefore, a change in consciousness will reflect in the future with the same certainty that past beliefs shape the present. The human being is pure formless consciousness, and one's self-conception is an illusion or reflection of the ideas and thoughts deemed true. These only exist as long as you pay attention to them and give them life. The conscious mind forms beliefs and opinions based on what is perceived through the senses or the external world. The creative power within us accepts as truth what the conscious mind imposes. This power projects emotionally charged thoughts into tangible reality. Only those thoughts in which you truly believe or with which you emotionally identify create the circumstances and events you will experience. Therefore, emotions such as anger, fear, love, or joy have the power to create. It is crucial to be selective with the emotions you allow into your consciousness, just as you would decide who enters your home. Allowing negative emotions to dominate your mind brings the consequences of living states associated with those emotions. The fear of loss translates into actual losses. Even if you take external precautions, if you harbor fear, you will experience it. Feelings of love and joy generate happy events and healthy relationships. Feeling abundance attracts prosperity. Those lacking love or trust, believing others take advantage of them, will attract precisely that. Regardless of your external actions, your relationships will reflect your internal beliefs. You can only attract what you consciously are. Reality is consciousness. What our senses show us, as real as it may seem, is only the shadow of our beliefs about ourselves and the world. I will speak of my identity and my actions. God granted us His essence, He is the I Am, and that is what I am. Each time I affirm I am creating. To pray is to believe we have already received. By saying I am, I change my state of consciousness. You may not believe in what you say, but you cannot believe in something about the I am without creating it. We constantly create with our affirmations of I am. The conscious mind can subtly express doubts. We can keep our mind focused on our desires through positive affirmations of I am. However, we must prevent doubts from infiltrating. Saying I feel wonderful, but if the pain persists, I'll go to the doctor introduces doubt. The buts anticipate negativity, undermining the positive seed planted. Remove but from your vocabulary to favor your intentions. Be mindful of your actions, watch every word to align with what you wish to manifest. Have faith in your affirmations, even without external evidence. It's a reality in consciousness and will soon materialize externally. Knowing that God became human in us, for He is I Am, we must recognize that we use His creative power every time we invoke that name. The action is complete, and we have the free will to choose the state we wish to inhabit. Therefore, it's crucial to carefully select the ideas that underpin our thinking. Every concept that is embraced as truth will be mirrored in your external environment. The sole freedom you possess is the choice of where to place your attention. Once a thought is embraced and charged with emotion, the creative power within you begins to materialize it, regardless of whether these assumptions are conscious or not. These guide all actions towards their materialization. It's a misconception to think that, aside from embodying the feeling of having achieved your desire, any additional action can facilitate its manifestation. Your own extraordinary imagination determines the means to make your assumptions a reality. We are constantly immersed in a sea of ideas. We listen to the radio, watch news on television, or come across rumors. If something we perceive excites us, we react, thereby planting a seed that will germinate in the future. Thoughts do not retreat, they move forward into the future to confront us, allowing us to see what we have sown, whether wisely or imprudently. There's an exercise worth performing. Upon waking, visualize yourself at the end of the day having achieved your goals, feeling happy and fulfilled. If you anticipate a situation later in the day that concerns you, take a moment to imagine the desired outcome. These imaginative practices will project into your future, displaying the harvest of what you've sown with cunning. Desire is a divine gift to humanity. It is expected that you accept this gift and give thanks for its invisible existence before it manifests in the material plane. This is crucial. God invites us to elevate our consciousness and live each day to the fullest, as life is essential to experience all possible states, thereby enriching God, the Father, through the experience of both good and evil. The longing to expand, to be more, do more, and have more than what is currently possessed, is a natural impulse. Though it may seem contradictory, in reality, no human being wishes harm upon another. All that is asked is to free one's mind from doubts about how desires will manifest and accept them as a gift. It is crucial to observe your thoughts objectively, as this facilitates the materialization of your desires. Often, blaming others or attributing our frustrations to external factors hinders the manifestation of our wishes. One must not trust what the senses perceive about any undesirable condition of life. It is crucial to imagine and feel that you have already achieved what you desire, instead of focusing on what you do not wish to persist. Direct your thoughts towards your desires instead of focusing on a negative environment. Personally, I experienced the transformation of this practice in my life when, upon starting to visualize what I desired, I observed how my situation improved and eventually achieved the desire of my heart, a new home. Reflecting on past disappointments and how negative expectations influenced them, making pessimistic assumptions can result in conflicts or the loss of valuable opportunities. Often, we find ourselves thinking of all the reasons why we cannot achieve something positive. To reach our desires, we must adopt an almost unreal stance towards doubt. Ignoring facts that contradict the realization of our desires is crucial for their manifestation. Habit keeps us anchored to old negative thought patterns. Only we have the capacity to change those patterns and, with it, transform our life. Focusing your attention and feeling as if you already possessed what you desire requires a conscious effort. Our internal dialogue must reflect the desire already realized. Maintaining the sensation of our imaginative act is crucial to achieving our goals. Your current world is the mirror of what you consider true about yourself and others. What you imagine today will become your reality tomorrow. When reviewing your day, also review your negative reactions to be able to imprint in your memory how you would have preferred them to occur. What is thought with emotion creates a tangible reality. Our consciousness is what drives us to ascend to a higher level. Adopting a complete state compels us to act in accordance with that state. If you find yourself in a state of lack, you will constantly feel in need of resources. If you face financial difficulties, you might struggle to cover your expenses without being able to enjoy luxuries. Even if you receive a considerable sum of money, remaining in a state of lack, immersed in thoughts of scarcity and limitation, will likely result in the loss of those funds, facing the same difficulties again. On the other hand, by adopting a state of abundance, your perceptions and actions will align with those of said state. As long as you remain in that state, you will believe in certain truths and find it difficult to see from another perspective. When we are in a state of lack, we tend to focus on problems related to food, housing, and clothing. By leaving that state, the previous difficulties in satisfying those needs disappear. Many people attribute that change to an improvement in external circumstances. Each of us is responsible for writing our own script. If you are not satisfied with the plot, it is up to you to rewrite the script to fit your vision. However, you cannot expect others to act according to your will. All changes must first originate in your mind. If someone in your environment is a source of annoyance or irritation, that person has no choice but to play the role your script demands. There is nothing you can do externally to change another person. By understanding that you are God, the Father, and the author of this magnificent theater of life, you will realize that each person plays various roles throughout their existence. God fully incarnated in the human being, forgetting his divinity by becoming man. God experienced the extreme of contraction and opacity, completely forgetting his divine nature to live as a human and experience everything. God goes through all experiences, knowing both good and evil, and even death, trusting that the human being will eventually awaken from this dream of life and remember his divinity. There is only God in the universe, manifesting as humanity, playing all roles in this dream of time and space. Your extraordinary imagination is the action of God in you. I am as Christ in you, your Savior, and Christ is the power and wisdom of God. God communicates with us through desire, urging us to use our wonderful imagination to materialize those desires. The human being is living the action of God through faith in his imagination. At the end of this magnificent journey or dream of life, the human being will awaken to remember that he is God, the Father, enriched by the experiences lived by forgetting his divinity. The ultimate purpose of the human being is to experience the scriptures, all states of consciousness personified as beings in the Bible. The destiny of the human being is to reach the state known as Jesus Christ, and then he will understand that he is truly the Father and that his Son is Christ. The human being may have multiple goals, such as accumulating wealth, obtaining power, achieving fame, or expressing any desire. In the end, the longing to know God will arise, and he will live the necessary experiences to remember his true divine essence. I wish you a life full of success and prosperity.